Alright, you guys are not ready for my default attack build. I'm not even going to talk about it. I'm just going to run a T16 strand default attack build. That's all I have. I can't even do the disable attack move thing. I can't look at the damage on POB. POB does not work for default attack builds. I didn't really want to get Delirium. Not because I can't handle Delirium, but, you know, I don't want to get crazy here. I'll do a Grove. I'll do a Grove with a default attack build. Let's do this. You might be thinking to yourself, damn, your default attack build is better than every other build you build that is trying to be a real build. And you know what? You're right. This default attack build is the strongest build I've ever made. I created a new meta with this bad boy, and it's just nothing else I can do. I've completed the game. I got a default attack build that can do T16s. Game's over. I'm doing Harvest. This dude's gaining life, so he's annoying. Oh, he's on consecrated ground. Hey, get off that consecrated ground. Get over here. There you go. He's just going to be on consecrated ground, isn't he? I think his consecrated ground is also concentrated, so he's on consecrated ground. It's making him a vicious opponent for my default attack build, but I'll get there. I just keep on keeping on, keep on chopping. Boom, 46 resource, exactly the color I needed, and I only needed 46, so it worked out perfectly. Now, why would you need more than 46 if 46 is exactly what you need? And I got exactly what I needed out of that. Oh, an essence? I can handle an essence mob. I'm not even using Vol Ancestral War Chief either. I should be, but I'm not. What mods does this guy have? Extra crits, enrages his life loss, blind. Oh, I'm getting blinded. Well, that's just rude. This is thrilling and engaging combat. The damage is supreme. I'm whittling this down with such speed that you guys can't even really tell, you know, him being alive from him being dead. It's happening so fast. What a fucking loser. He thinks he's cool as shit with his little top hat. His top hat ain't shit. He ain't got nothing. He's just a loser who's gonna die and give me the best essences I've ever seen. Look at that. He must have been special in some ways. At least that's what his mom told him. She's a lying whore, but whatever. Poke, 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 poke. Now, I was gonna do this with just bare fist, using a little skill. No one knows about it. It's advanced tech. No one's ever used it. Called Hollow Palm. I'm the only one. But Hollow Palm does not work for basic attacks. Nothing works for basic attacks. Nothing at all. The basic attack meta has been dormant for too long, and I'm bringing it back. Basic attack meta. Righteous Fire, that's bait. Reeve, that's bait. My favorite, Cyclone Shockwave, that's now backseat and bait. It's all about the basic attack skill. It's all you need. Anyone who says you need anything more to beat Path of Exile than a basic attack skill, they're just wrong. I'm proving them wrong right now. Is this build T16 viable? Yes. Is it uber viable? Of course. Is it uber viable? Yeah. This can do anything. You know what? You can grab this character, you can log into D4 with this character, and it's going to turn D4 into a playable game. That's how good this basic attack build is. Now you might ask, how come it's been, 12 years of Path of Exile and no one has discovered the basic attack meta? Well, in order to discover the basic attack meta, you gotta kind of be retarded. And, I don't think there's too many retards that join and play Path of Exile. There's definitely not that many retards that figure out how to use OBS to record their retardation and put it out there for the world to see. And I think I am a champion for that fact. I am like the Gilbert Grape of Path of Exile. I am the simple Jack of Path of Exile. Yes, it did take me that long to remember the character from Tropic Thunder who went full retard. You're never supposed to do that. You can. It's just not that advisable to go full retard because your acting career is just not going to recover. I can attest to that firsthand. I went full retard on a little sitcom, and it hasn't been the same for me since. The only roles I can get are playing a retarded person on YouTube who makes Path of Exile videos. That's it. That's all I got. That's all there is to my life. There's nothing else. Why? Oh, that must have been my consecrated ground. I was like, why is he getting consecrated ground? All right. It does T16s, but can it do a Guardian? You know the answer. I mean, look how thick I am. Look at me. I'm angry, I'm big, I'm mean, and now I'm glowing yellow. I got a freaking mohawk helmet. Look at this helmet. You ain't never seen a helmet with a mohawk like that. It's the best helmet in the game. It's got jewels, it's got a mohawk. I mean, I wouldn't fight this guy. Look at him. He looks like he eats roids for breakfast. And I know, you're all just dying to see the build, but you gotta see it in action a little bit before I display its glory. And you're thinking to yourself, oh, what is he, aura stacking? No, I'm not a loser. I don't aura stack. I actually play the game. I don't need auras to protect me. It's nice to have, but I don't need them. Am I a strength stacker? Yeah, that's what I am. You know why? They call me Chad Roney. It's like macaroni, pepperoni, and Chad all mixed together. Am I crazy? Who said that? I'm not crazy, you're crazy. Get out of my room. Anyways, I'm back. These portals, they don't even stand a chance. Oh, another one of you? Yeah, you ain't stand a chance. I should have put Vol Ancestral Chief on. That would have made it even more meta. But I guess it's so powerful that that's just not even needed. I mean, that's out of the question and that's not needed. Only people that use Vol Ancestral War Chief are people that don't have the damage required to just breeze through a T16 map like it's no big deal. NBD. That's short for no big deal for the dum-dums out there. I had to Google it. Stab, 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 stab. Best build in the game. And I was talking with some people about the Chieftain build and why the Ancestral Call node is kind of gimped out. And one of those reasons is the strike chance you can just get right on the passive tree. My attacks target an additional enemy. I don't even Vol Ancestral Call on to target additional enemies. That significantly diminishes the quality of Ancestral Call. Ancestral Call is nowhere near as good because of the amount of strike additional targets you can get in this game. Now, They need to buff Ancestral Call specifically for that reason. Oh, he's on regen. We don't need to waste our time on people on regen time. I guess we can waste our time because, you know, we're kind of forced to waste our time waiting for this dude. Suck stuff up. See, this guy's got God mode on. He typed into the cancel. Greed is good, and he got all the money he can get, and now he's just unbeatable. So we don't need to worry about that guy. He's a cheater. 60,000 deeps on basic attack. I am bigger than the boss. Look at this boss. He is significantly inferior to my power. Poke, 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 poke. I'm forgetting to hold down my left click. I'm losing all the deeps by doing that. Or maybe I was just making this guy feel better about himself, because he is kind of getting poked down by basic attack skill. He's like a guardian or a conqueror. I don't know what you call him. It doesn't say. He's got some type of name. What a loser. He can't even do anything. All he can do is get poked by a basic attack skill. And if you're playing this game and you're struggling to do anything in this game, just remember that I'm better than you. That's all you gotta remember. Has nothing to do with the fact that this gear was given to me by a different person and I didn't even farm for it. Has nothing to do with the fact that I'm using broken mechanics and, you know, just kind of breezing through the game with those broken mechanics. No. This is what they call the opposite of a skill issue. I have a skill problem. My skill is superior. My skill is vast. I'm like the Spud Webb of football. I'm short and I'm playing the wrong game. I'm also way too old. No one's gonna understand what Spud Webb is. Google it, alright? Google it. He's a short king. A short kings need to stick together. And at 5'7", the dude could dunk. I'm 5'7". At my absolute peak, I could almost touch the rim. This boy could dunk. And I was pretty athletic. And that means that he is at an athletic level so far, well, beneath me because I'm so great. But, yeah, I gotta stop that because it's gonna make me sound like I'm not the best. Because I'm the best around. No one's ever gonna keep me down except for the comment section. And then I go cry in the bathtub with an appletini. And we all know what rhymes with appletini, which I will be touching in the bathtub. That's martini. What did you think it was? Beanie? Is that what you thought I was talking about, beanie? You think I'm gonna go in the bathroom and touch my beanie? It was obviously martini. Weenie? Who says weenie? That's like the most masculine word. You go up to a lady and you go, "Hey lady, you wanna see my weenie?" You're gonna get some. You're gonna be women swimming with a comment like, "Do you wanna see my weenie?" I guarantee when you boys hit the club, go up to the club dancer chick and be like, "Hey, do you wanna see my weenie?" And you will be leaving that club very quickly. Not the girl. Usually bouncers or security guards will kind of handle that situation however they feel best. Alright, I can stop talking dumb shit and show you some dumb shit. Let's start with my strength. Let's remove this so he's not screaming at me the whole time. 1700 strength. Now what am I doing with that strength? I am pumping up chaos damage. 1 to 80 chaos per 80 strength. This right here, strength bonus grants 3% increase melee physical damage per 10 strength. I don't even think that's applying. I just realized it says melee physical. The only reason to really use this chest piece is so that that applies to spells and because it has 120 strength on it. This bad boy, 15 strength, 15 intelligence. I need the intelligence for this piece of gloves here, or more like wrist bracers. I think we can agree these aren't gauntlets or gloves. These are wrist bracers. And from a defensive standpoint, I think these might work a little better because you really want to use your fingers to be able to grip stuff. And I don't know if you've ever put on some ancient medieval armor. It's pretty hard to use your fingers. Not impossible, but this will keep you ambidextrous. Ability to switch your weapons between hands. All right, I need to stop talking stupid. Red blade, banner, shield. Warcries have infinite power. And what we're doing with that Warcry infinite power is we're using Iron Will. Strength's bonus applies to spell damage. And then Battle Mage Cry. Boop, boop, boop. I have it somewhere. I don't. It's right here. The only jewel in there. This makes that all apply to attack damage instead of spell damage, which pumps up my basic attack to levels never before seen in the history of this game. Never before seen. I don't know what the DPS is because Path of Building does not like basic attack builds. I think it might be a little prejudicial. So let me import it. It might be just a little bit prejudicial. I also have no clue how to really use this tool. I just kind of click around at things and hope I'm having a little bit of fun. But I have no clue how to use this tool. All right, I'm set up. I am set up. How do I assign basic attack? There is no basic. What do they think that no one wants to look at what their default attack damage is? Of course people want to see this. This is the only thing that people want to see. I thought maybe it would be in the calculations, but it's not in the calculations. For all I know, this is 600 billion fractions of a million DPS. Or it exists somewhere in the infinity between 1 and 0. That's where this damage really is. All right, I'll stop being an idiot. Hope you enjoyed the memory of the default attack build. And I'm going to get my screenshot right here. Let's hit the pump. There we go. Alt and print screen. That's the pump. That's the thumbnail. All right, I'll talk to you guys later.